Yeah, actually, the only way to explain the thing that happened in Egypt when the children were died is that um, passed on is that there was no hope. I mean, he would intervene only as so if there was actually no hope of them even being better. So like putting him in a position where they can't really win. Um, that's perhaps when the great divide happened, so that the Jewish people would find freedom from such slavery. And we know such slavery existed, so it's just like that black woman which like actually murdered her children because like her children would just help the empire, because the more people they had, the more damage that those children would do. I mean, they would just be slaves. They would have no hope. So she actually murdered her own children. So and this is like, yeah, the extreme case, and this from this the actual story pretty much starts about us finding freedom from slavery, so that he doesn't have to react. This so here in this part, like in this part, Jewish people really have lost, just like black people have really lost during they haven't in their in personal sense, but they probably may have in the eyes of their grandchildren. But it's important to realize that they are physically the strongest, and they didn't choose to react, and they didn't choose to battle this. This makes them very religious. Just like the fact that Jewish became very religious during the World War II, because they actually did not put up a fight, and their religion tells them otherwise. So they became really Christians in the World War II more than they probably know and understand. I found peace in your violence. Yes, this is exactly how it is. So, so there, I mean, yeah, we're all on a path. We all have a chance. And just all I'm trying to hear is just to clear from what I know, just to try to clear some things out here that people haven't, I guess, maybe didn't pay attention to. So with Jewish religion, the only thing that's the problem is the vengeance, which they're not really. They've proven this. Their most dramatic periods signifies this, and so they're not vengeful, and the cash, the fact that they should help other people. So I mean, yeah, with the money, I mean, yes, you can educate your children. Yes, they can become top notch, but you shouldn't be like piling up money, because this is also very much what's in contradiction with. I'd never had that problem, so I can't really help you too much with that, because I mean, usually the best teachers actually become it and become cured from it. I didn't have it. I mean, I had money. I never cared for money, so it's not really something. But I've written about it extensively, so it's all there, and it's true, because money is not meant to be kept. Money, like if there's people that need it, give it to them. I mean, they need it. If you don't need it, and some people really have too much money to need it. and there are and that would be okay if there are no people that actually really need it. So, or print some more of it. I don't know, whatever. But if it's needed, make it available. So don't cause even greater needs. Now, with this, I'm not talking about Judaism. I'm talking about conflicts, which are led because of money, really. So money became this thing, and because nobody wants to really suffer. Like, they want to have the freedom. Everybody wants to have the freedom to not depend on it. And basically, when you depend on it, you become a slave, and you don't have it. You become a slave. You become a prostitute. You become the deceiver. It's too hard to make, or it's impossible to make for some people, for a lot of people, and it's a tragedy, taking into consideration that we have to build housing for the entire planet, and that we have to feed the whole planet. I mean, there's got to be more room, and we have all the freaking room in the world. There, Russia is should should lend some of their land to people who don't have it. We should build canals in Africa. I mean, the climate is changing. Maybe tomorrow some other it's everything has to be kept alive for us to understand. We have to be kept alive to understand, and we shouldn't push people into various situations from which they have hard time finding a way out after. That's certainly part of it. And so in this name, I'll celebrate the new year. I mean, yeah, everybody does want to be independent, and everybody does in their core want to be of use to somebody, to another. The whole thing of falling in love is wanting to improve yourself. I think so. Improve yourself. Adding layers, exactly. Yeah. Not being so bored with your life when it is a complete and utter magic act. It's truly Charo. It's magic. Yeah, it's magical. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, that things can happen in a moment which can completely alter your whole view of existence. So and it usually is found in other people around you, because we are supposed to be there for one another, and the things that are simple to us, to some people, are difficult, and the things that are difficult to us, to others are simple. So I wish you well.